All right, welcome along to Queenstown Ice Arena. My name is Bill. I'll be taking you through the play-by-play. This New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League game between the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Lady Thunder. So, referees for tonight, in charge will be Adam Nagy, and on the lines will be Gigi Hollier and Aaron Chisholm. Starting lineup now for the Dunedin Lady Thunder. In goal, Breen Bick, number 1 in goal. And then number 2 on defense, Sophie Sam. And in the other defensive position is number 25, Jess Ryle. Then in the wing, right wing, we have oh wow, the sheet's different. We've just been handed a sheet and I'm butchering it already. It looks like number 9, Abby Hill, will be playing forward. Rosie Harris looks like they have her in defense, but have her marked on the page as a forward. Up front you have Jess Ryle and Cameron Linton, and then Sophie Sam looks to be the other wing. For the Wild, we have Kelly Nelson, Inga Kemp, Livia Tuig, and then on defense we have Morgana Figgins and Ophi Orr. So we'd like to give a quick shout out to the team sponsors for the Wakatipu Wild, the Queenstown Ice Arena, located right in the Queenstown Gardens. Golden Homes. They have had generous support of training gear team needs from day one when the Wild started, allowing women to play. Also, they say if you're looking for a new career, they're setting up pathways for women in the building industry, so check them out. Queenstown Health for looking after the girls during this season of training, games, and on the road. Little Flick Fireworks, been a proud supporter of the team and players since day one. And remember, that's where you get your retail fireworks, the Bad Boy Bangers, come November. Morrison's Irish Pub, the Locker Room Bar and Grill, Otatahi Tattoo, Enigma Hockey, James Allen Photography, Bunker Street Film Company, and We Are Away. Dunedin wins the face-off, and now broken up nicely by Kemp, pushed back into the Wakatipu zone. Figgins will pick it up at the baseline, knocks it down the wall to Kemp. She shoots it up, outlet to Nelson to Tuig, but a little bit too far. Nelson picks it up, takes it into the zone. Oh, looked like Kemp was offsides. So we have Bunker Street Film Company, Industrial Fitness, and a huge shout out to the coaching staff and officials, also the Queenstown Ice Hockey Club. And Dunedin wins the face-off again, but it goes back. Orr is able to push it forward. Nelson's going to take it into the zone. Kemp picks it up around the side, takes it down the bottom of the circle. Circles back, has 2 defenders on her. And it comes out. Dunedin breaks it out. Good outlet, but right to Figgins. And Dunedin then recovers and takes it down into the zone. Orr goes down. Now Dunedin bring right out in front. Quick backhander. And Jordan was able to stop that. It just laid right in front of her pad for a while, but now have a face-off deep in the Wakatipu zone. Wakatipu wins the face-off, tries to kick it back. Wraps it around the board. Dunedin keeps it in nicely at the point. It's kicked across. Outlet pass to Weeks. Weeks will chase it down. They've waved off the icing. Big hit into the wall. Nothing in it. Mills trying to dig it out from the corner. Weeks goes in to help. Comes back to the point. Hollier kicks it in nicely. And now it's back behind the net. Comes out trying to get it centered. Unable to. Hit off of Weeks, and now Dunedin has a 3-on-2. They'll break into the zone. Hollier chasing to the corner. She'll take it behind her own net. And it comes into neutral ice. Mills kicks it off. And Dunedin's able to get it back into the zone. So Polly Bennett takes it in. It's a shot, goes wide. And puck's now down in the corner in the Wakatipu zone. Dunedin trying to center it from the front. Nicely knocked around and into neutral ice. Don't know if this will have the legs to be icing. No, they've waved it off. Good pursuit there by Bennett. Looks like strain's on. And Nelson doing a good job of stick checking. This could be icing, and it will be. So we're in the first period, 17:23 left. We're still at 0-0. So Wakatipu wins the face-off, takes it behind their own net. Kicks it upside of the circle, but unable to clear the zone. Dunedin does a nice job keeping it in. Foot race here. Going to have Helmrich, and Dunedin comes away from it, but stolen nicely is that by Tuig. Tuig outlet passes to Kemp. She's got a drop with Nelson, but it's broken up by the defense. Hit around the side. This should be icing. And it will be. And the officials stopping the Dunedin team from doing any changes due to the icing. So Tuig will be facing off for Wakatipu. She wins it. Back to Nelson. Quick shot knocked down by the defense. Dunedin gets it, clears it into neutral ice. Is that Boniface, I believe, has it. Kicks it off. Tuig takes it across nicely. Tries to get past. Good defense, blocked it, broke it up, but she gets back her pass, unable to clear it out. And now it's back into neutral zone. Tuig going to come back, cross ice pass to Nelson. Nelson's going to take it in with Kemp trailing. Quick shot knocked down by the defense. Kemp recovers on the side of the circle. Back to Nelson. Tuig in front. Orr back at the point. Centering pass. Tuig set up beautifully for Kemp. Quick shot. Blocked by the goalie. And kicked down into the corner. Dunedin chance to clear here, and they will. Weeks now takes it. Side shot. Gets knocked down by the defense. Defense doing a good job of smothering shots. Wrapping around the wheel to the other side. Dunedin gets to it. Weeks is there on top, pushing it into the corner. And it's just a bit of a scrum down there. There's Mills' shot from the side, knocked down again by the defense. And it's outletted. Hollier picks it up, takes it back into her own end. I think that was Schrein with it behind the net. Back to Hollier. He's going to bring it out around the wheel. She brings it up, pass to Mills. Mills tries to dump it in. Again, broken up nicely by Dunedin. Take it behind their own net. Do a partial line change. And they'll come out to drive. 26 will take it into the zone. Down behind the red line. Leaves it off, nobody there. Picked up. Unable to clear it. Dunedin again doing a nice job. Keeping it in. Good pressure there from 21 for Wakatipu, and then Hollier will circle around behind her own net, kicks it up to the side. And now it's finally outletted back to center ice. Heel tries to take it. Pedrosa, good pressure on her. She's going to come around. Good stick check by Heel, broke it up. And then just kept in, but unable. Hayes comes and keeps it out. Now Helmrich's going to take it across. Down behind the circle, try and cycle it. 5 kicks it out. That would have been icing, but it looks like 24 is going to get to her first. She doesn't have enough support, trying a centering pass. Nobody there. Helmrich kicks it up. Nelson has it. Takes it around, quick shot in. It's going to be chased down by Tuig. Tuig will take it back behind the net. Good stick checking by Dunedin. She dumps it, leaves it behind for Kemp. Kemp dumps it behind the net. Helmerson goes down to take it. And Dunedin player falls down. And then I think Tuig is in there, knocks it back to Kemp. Tuig tries a centering pass. Again, knocked down nicely by Dunedin. And now 24 will take it into the zone, top of the circle. Shot knocked off the skate, went wide. And I believe it was Helmrich to Nelson, Nelson to Tuig. Good quick pass to Kemp. Kemp at the bottom of the circle, leaves it for Nelson. Again, Dunedin defense are doing a great job of getting in the way of shots. Tuig has it, stolen by Dunedin. They're going to get a possible shot, but Tuig comes back, stick checking. Gets it back, goes right to Dunedin. Side shot from the circle. It wraps around. Now Tuig brings it out, kicked forward, and Wakatipu's going to take advantage, do a line change. And now Dunedin comes, 21. Oh, good job. 21's going to take it in, backhander. Kicked it out, Mills gets a shot. 28 Boniface has it down. I believe 21 is Cara. I don't have her on the sheet. Across the corner to Weeks. Weeks picks it up, back to the point, kicks it across. Oh, good defensive play by Ryle, number 25, to break that play up. Litton dumped it back in. This will be a delayed offsides. So that means the players have to get out of the zone completely before they can interfere with the play. And now it goes back to Dunedin zone. Quick shot. This will be an icing. So we'll have a face-off deep in the Dunedin zone with 11:32 left in the first period, still tied at 0. And it looks like the linesman, Aaron Chisholm, was resetting the net, come off its marks. So Wakatipu wins. Nelson, beautiful shot and a goal! Nelson! So at 11:27, Wakatipu Wild get their first goal. It was from the face-off, went back to Nelson. Nelson was able to get a shot that just got under the pad of Bick. So now Wakatipu looked like they won the face-off, but Dunedin took it back into their own zone. Now they're going to travel out with a good cross-ice pass. And then recovered her own quick shot, but didn't get full stick on the shot. Now it's back into neutral ice, cross ice pass to nobody. Hollier's going to take that in. Side of the circle, goes around behind the net, needs some support. Good defensive play there. So Kemp keeps it in the zone. And now Dunedin trying to get it out, hits the referee's feet. Now 17 will bring it out from the other side. Shoots it up, looks like it got a tip. That's not going to be icing as they hit the defenseman's stick. And Wakatipu takes it out from behind their own net, unable to clear. So 24, although she was in a good position, now doing a line change. Dunedin keeps it in the zone. Nelson's going to dig it out of the corner. Kicks it behind the net to... and then a pass back to herself. She's got Tuig breaking center ice. Going to be a quick shot. Rebound came out. Dunedin was able to get it into center ice. Car cross pass to, I believe that was Helmrich. Dumps it down behind the net. Tuig in hot pursuit is able to beat her there. Picks it up. They try and clear it. Helmerson keeps it in the zone nicely. Back to Tuig. Tuig second circle. Out in front. Backhander. And the goalie was able to catch it with her glove. We get a stoppage of play at 9:28 left in the first period. Wakatipu Wild are leading 1-0. It's been beautiful hockey. No penalties so far. And a lot of good open play. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Back to quick shot from Helmrich from the top of the slot. Now she goes back. This goes back. It's not going to have enough legs for icing. She'll bring it behind her own net and start out. Bounces off of Mills into neutral. Back across. Dunedin now brings it in. It's going to get a top shot from the top. Back out. This is dangerous. Dunedin had a quick shot there. Just unable to capitalize. So they're digging for it in the corner. Looks like 21 and 92 for the Wild. There's 3 Dunedin players in there. 25. And they're still fighting for it. It's a good battle. And Dunedin's able to knock it out, but it goes behind the net, and Wakatipu's going to start out. Again, Dunedin, good stick check and keeping it in, dumps it around. Nine's going to race for it. She's able to get it. Good skills there. Needs some support. Needs somebody to pass to. She circles back around. Is going to try and cycle it out front. Quick shot. Goes wide. And now a centering pass from Dunedin goes all the way down to their own goal. They'll take advantage, do a line change. Quick pass up. Clean all the way down because it was tipped. 24 in pursuit, doing a good job, keeping pressure on. And Dunedin again keeps it in. Just now it's knocked out. Pedrosa to Bennett. Bennett does a good job with her stick to keep it in the zone, goes behind the net. 4 is going to bring it out. 24 is now going to clear it. This should be icing. And it will be. Stoppage of play. 7:26 left in the first period. And it's still 1-0. Wakatipu Wild. So we're going to get the starting lineup, but they've changed out Hollier and Boniface. And we have play just in front of the net. So Hollier takes it behind her own net, being pursued. Brings it to the side, tips it up the board, past Tuig. Tuig kicks it with her skate. Good hustle. Tried to get an opportunity there, but was unable to. Kicked off. Lilly dumps it into the zone. 28 for Dunedin's going to recover it. Nelson's down there in the corner. She gets it. She's going to start out now. Into neutral ice. She has Tuig. Crossing now into the top of the slot. Oh, again, good job by Dunedin stopping that pass from getting to Tuig that was just crashing the net. Now Tuig hustles, gets it off the goalie. Bottom of the circle, dumps it back behind the net. Kemp will go down, dig it out. cycling it nicely. Nelson's coming off on a line change. And we'll get a stoppage of play now. Face-off will be deep in the All right, Dunedin wins the face-off. Start out from behind their own net. Kick it up the side. Too far. Mills keeps it in. Good tie up by Dunedin. Elmerson takes it, tries to kick it forward. Now Mills centering pass, but it goes at a shot on goal. And stopped by the goalie. 5:54 left in the first period. So, Wakatipu wins the face-off. And now he'll start out from behind her own net. She kicks it into center ice. Dumps it down behind the net. Bobby Weeks, she goes down as she backhands it. And it's kept in again nicely, but now it's kicked out. 21 by Carr. So Dunedin has it in the corner, bouncing it off the side of the net. It's kicked out. A little bit sloppy play by the Wild, but they're able to get it into the zone now under neutral ice. Mills kicks it up. Up to Hayes. Hayes dumps it behind the net. Dunedin has it. Trying to get it up. We'll turn around. Hayes is going to be in pursuit of it. She picks it up on the side of the circle. Kicks it back. 11 knocks it back behind. Centering pass goes back to Boniface. Boniface tripped as she shot that, and it gets dumped forward. Bennett is in pursuit. 17 knocks it around. This could go for icing if it has enough legs. Looks like it will. No, they've waved it off. And it's kicked around. Bennett's now gets it into neutral zone, which is nice. Dump back in. And Harlier will take it behind her own net. Start out. Kicks it up the side, a little bit too far. 28's able to keep it in. Back to 12. He dumps it in. Back to Hollier behind the net. She's going to slide to the side, across the circle. Kicks it up to Tuig. Tuig's going to split the defenders here. Oh, again, a good stick check by Dunedin. And now Tuig has it down in the corner. Circles about, cycles back to the point. Quick shot goes wide after being saved, and then back to Hollier. Hollier cycles down to the corner, back to Nelson. Nelson has Tuig at the point. And it just slides softly to the goalie, and we've got a stoppage of play at 3:21 left in the first period. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Back to Helmrich. This will be icing again. We're going to have Mills, Weeks, Carr, Orr, and Figgins on for the Wild. Wakatipu wins it, shoots it, but it goes wide of the net. Dunedin pick it up, wrap it around the wheel, and it goes back into neutral ice. Figgins has it. She knocks it back to Orr. Orr's going to hit her off the sides, hits Mills' stick, goes in. Weeks is in pursuit, dumps it back. Mills picks it up side of the circle. He's going to take it behind the net. She dumps it back around and picks it up the side, and the goalie's able to get on top of it with her glove. Good hustle there by Mills and Weeks. Now we have Nelson, Tuig, Kemp, Collier, and Boniface. Should be a strong line with 2:36 left in the first period. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Kemp knocks it around behind the net. Tuig picks it up. She's down the side of the circle, cycles it back to Nelson. Good pressure from Dunedin defense, but Nelson's top of the circle shoots just wide. Nelson's directing traffic out there. It's good to see. Nelson back to the point to Boniface. Boniface down into the corner, back to Nelson. Shot from the side, hits the post, goes wide. Now you have Hollier and Tuig down in the corner. Hollier takes it behind the net. Going to be looking for a centering pass. Gets the centering pass and a quick tap and a big push in front of the net. Defenseman doing the right thing, protecting the goalie. If you're in the crease and on top of the goalie, you're probably going to get a shove. The puck drops in there. So we have 1:54 left in the first period. Oh, 2 minutes. We have a penalty. Oh, so we have 2 penalties here, both for roughing. Just trying to get the numbers. Oh, it's a 32 Hollier for the Wild. I think it's number 11, but I'm not sure for Dunedin. Could be Samantha Hayward, but I'm just not sure. Yep, number 11. So 2 minutes each for roughing with 1:54 left. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Helmrich gets a shot, but gets knocked down. Kerr's in pursuit as Dunedin starts out from behind their own net. Brings it up nicely. Good stick check by Weeks. Now dump backwards. We're playing 4-on-4. 26 for Dunedin, takes it down into the circle. Fans on her pass. Is picked up and kicked out. Kerr's going to take it across the red line into the zone. Tries to get past the defender. Defender does a nice job tying her up in the corner. Weeks goes in, digs it out. Back to the point. It's going to be a quick shot here from Helmrich. And goal! How about that? Gracie Helmrich. Defense. Gets a nice shot from the point. She's sponsored by High Country Carpenters. Just reading her bio here. She's traveled to 3 different countries for ice hockey in 1 year. Has skied since she was 3 years old and hopes to be a ski patroller. And her family has 6 dogs, and she just got a goal. 1 minute and 8 seconds left, and it's 2-0 first period. Still 4-on-4 play. Nelson wins it. Tuig picks it up, dumps it into the zone. He's going to get her own dump, brings it back, cycles it back. Boniface will have it at the point, kicks it in. Saved by the goalie, goes wide. Dunedin kicks it into their own bench. We're going to get a face-off. Down deep in their zone with 50 seconds left in the first period. So the Dunedin player did not come out with the goal because they're playing 4-a-side for 2 minutes. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Nelson circles back, broken up by Dunedin, but she gets her own pass. She's trying to dump it back to Tuig behind the net. Dunedin player falls on it. Now it's kicked out. Tuig has it. Oh, quick backhander. Good save by the goalie. Nelson digs it from the other corner, but Dunedin able to get it into center ice. Figgins has it. Gives it to Orr. Up to Tuig. Tuig takes it into the zone, side of the circle. She's coming across, going to get a backhander away, and a goal! Tuig, beautiful skills. Liv Tuig from Minnesota. She's been sponsored by her friends and family. Apparently her dad is a big Vikings fan. Hopefully they're watching. I'll just read her bio. She ate 40 chicken wings in one sitting on Wings Wednesday back in July. Just this week. So Dunedin wins the face-off. They take it into the zone. Good skills there, keeping on to the puck. Helmrich has her in the corner. She's pushed over. So that'll wind it up for the first period. Wakatipu leading 3-0. Now we're going to have some great entertainment. I love how the sport does this. Anytime that there's a men's or women's game, usually between the first and second period, the two teams line up and they play. The Pee-wees play hockey. It's a great way to introduce the kids to hockey, gets them excited. They get a chance to play in front of the crowds. So we're going to have the Spider-Man team versus the Hulk team. It's going to be 3-on-3. So for the Spider-Man team, number 14, William Orickson, 15, Leo Erickson, and 13, Scarlett Roos. For the Hulk team, 23, Liam Brooks, 13, Ruby L, and 24, Frankie Prophet. Bit of a size advantage to the Hulk. We'll play a 5-minute period of 3-on-3, and they're away. Hulk wins the face-off. But Spider-Man in good pursuit right out front. And Hulks are able to knock it down the rink. They're going to get a shot, not broken up. And Spider-Man's going to take it up the side. Broken up by Hulk. Oh, quick shot hits the post. And this will be right out in front. And a good save. The player goes down and Spidey gets a goal with 4 minutes and 10 seconds of the first period. Got the rebound and was able to get a goal. So Hulk could get a quick shot here. Broken up nicely. Now 14 gets a shot, blocked. And Leo Erickson, good skills there, but broken up by the Hulk. 23 is Liam Brooks. Liam Brooks, quick shot from the side. Gets his own rebound, not in, and finally gets a backhander and scores the goal. So we're tied at 1. So the Hulk wins the face-off, but Spider-Man team, oh, quick shot from them. They get their own rebound. Oh, missed the third shot. This goalie was out of position. Spider-Man throws it forward. The goalie's going to tip it up to Frankie Prophet. And now another goal by Liam Brooks. Hulk wins the face-off. And now Liam's going to get another shot here. Tries a backhander. Oh, goes right across the goal. Mouth of the goal. Spider centers it. Brooks gets another chance. And now William Erickson shoots it all the way down. And Frankie Prophet will start from behind his own net. Out to Brooks. Brooks is going in untouched. Quick shot. No, saved. And a goal! Good follow-up by Frankie Prophet to get the goal. I believe it's 3-1 to the Hulk at the moment. So Prophet again with another goal. Wow, they're getting, I believe that's 4-1 with a minute and 25 seconds left. Oh, here we go. Spider-Man has a chance, but saved by the goalie. Gets his own rebound behind the net. Might try and stuff this one. Oh, and broken up beautifully by 23, but it's kicked wide. Goalie saved it. He gets his own rebound, centering past the Prophet. Prophet's going to get a good shot, and that's eaten up by the goalie. About 40 seconds left in play. And oh, fanned on the shot, had an open net. But now we have William Erickson trying to take it in the corner. He's going to get a shot from the side, knocked down. Capped in, there's Scarlett Roos. Over to Erickson. Leo Erickson gets the goal. With about 5 seconds left. And that'll do it. So 4-2, the Hulk win. So we're going to take a break between the first and second period. Wakatipu Wild leading 3-0. Right, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. Been another minute before the players will come onto the ice. So we're in the about to start the second period between the Dunedin Thunder women and the Wakatipu Wild. So just to recap, it's 3-0 to Wakatipu as the players come on the ice. Wakatipu played a good first period, but Dunedin, I was very impressed with how they were breaking up. Their defense were getting in the way of many shots. They were doing a great job of stick checking. It was a bit broken play from what Wakatipu is normally used to. So it'll be an interesting second period. Remember, we're still going to play 4-on-4 for the first 6 seconds. As the penalties are still in place. And then a shout out to the Auckland Steel and the Christchurch Inferno that'll be playing on Saturday and Sunday in Christchurch. And then all the teams next month will be down in Dunedin for the National Championship. So if you get an opportunity, head to Dunedin. And it's great hockey. It's a great tournament. So the Wild again will have Wickman in goal. Tuig, Nelson, Kemp, Orr, and Figgins be their starting lineup. And for Dunedin, it'll be Bick in goal. And then it'll be Sam, Healy, Harris, Weil, and Linton. Although they've now switched number 5, Vernal. So they've put the second line on, looks like. To start the second period, and we're away. Dunedin wins the face-off. Quick pass to Lilly. Lilly takes it in as 24, knocked down by Kemp. Kicked out by Nelson, but beautiful job by number 5 keeping it in. Side of the circle, not much on it. Is that Holly or has it behind her own net? Back up to the point, dump back in. Too far, but Dunedin comes out with it. Bottom of the circle. Gonna put it across top of the slot, dumps it back in as there's pressure on her. Hollier will get it, kick it out to Nelson. She's got Tuig to her left. Kemp trailing behind top of the slot. Nelson right in. And it's just kicking around in front of the net. Nothing there. Wow. Nobody was able to do much with it. Tuig comes around, gets a quick, or Nelson comes around, gets a quick shot right in the breadbasket of Bick. So the penalties have cleared. We're now back to 5 aside. And there'll be a face-off. I'm not sure what Dunedin was talking to the officials about, maybe for the lack of whistle, but if the official sees that the puck is clear, they're not going to whistle it. So Weeks wins the face-off, kicks it back to the point, back down into the corner. Weeks struggling, again being pressed by Dunedin. Good job down to Mills, but stolen by Dunedin, but then broken up nicely by Wakatipu. And Mills is able to dump it back in. The fans are starting to come alive. Bit of a chant. And Dunedin's able to kick it down. And Helmerson will kick it around the boards. Out to the point and deflected nicely by Mills. Mills dumps it in. Weeks comes off on the exchange. Pedrosa goes out. She's pressing it down. Carr has it in the corner. Boxed out nicely by 16, who kicks it behind her net. And now Dunedin will start out from behind their net. Up to the point, but kept in by Helmrich. Kicks it around the boards. I believe that's Bennett going to chase it in the corner. Pedrosa is trying to help out. And it comes back. It's going to be a quick shot. Goes wide. Helmrich dumps it forward. Dunedin will pick that up. And is able to get it out. This will travel down the ice. This could be icing. But no, waved off. So Dunedin will have it at the side of the circle. Helmrich boxes out nicely, but Dunedin has it behind the net, comes out from the side, kicks it across the front, nobody there. Tuig's going to skate it out. Takes it into the ice, around the circle, around the front, dumps it for Nelson, gets a quick shot, a goal! Nelson gets her own rebound. So it's 17:06 in the second period. Wakatipu Wild lead 4-0. Tuig, nice setup there for Nelson. Nelson got her own rebound and was able to get it home. So Hayward wins the face-off. Kicks it around at 5. 5 will dump it into the zone. Be chased by Figgins. Figgins will take it behind her own net. Pressure on her out to Kemp. Kemp to Nelson, but unable to clear it. Number 5 doing a good job keeping it in. That's Kate Vernal. So Lily has it center ice. Then back to Nelson and kick back. Oral dig it out from behind her own net. Bring it up the side, kicks it forward, goes to Tuig. Tuig takes it in, she has Weeks. Cross centering pass to Kemp, and the Weeks gets the rebound. Good job by the goalie. Tuig left it beautifully again. And Kemp had a shot, and then the puck just laid there, and then Weeks had a shot, and goalie was able to come up better. So there'll be a face-off deep in the Dunedin zone with 16:23 left in the second period. So Dunedin wins the face-off, takes it behind their own net, stops, Weeks puts the pressure on, they're able to overskate it, kicked forward, goes back to center ice, to Hollier. Hollier kicks it up to Weeks, across to Kerr, but Dunedin picks it up. Now, backhand to Ryle. Ryle unable to get to it. It's kicked up. Good pressure by Dunedin, keeping it in the zone. Number 2 is going to flip it behind the net. Wakatipu gets it, but it's kept in nicely again by Dunedin. They're going to get a partial line change here. And again, Dunedin keeps it in. Weeks has it now. She's going to try and get it into center ice to clear it out of the zone. And number 2 dumps it backwards. That's Sophie Sam. So Hollier wraps it around the boards. I believe that's to Mills. Anderson had, and then Dunedin had a quick shot. It was blocked. Weeks is going to hit it. This is going to be icing. So Wakatipu will not be able to get their players off the ice. They're going to be tired players. Let's see if Dunedin can take advantage. So Dunedin has Anderson, Thompson, Lilly, and Dunedin gets it back. Centering pass, unable to get front of the net. Kerr's going to take it up the side, but overskates it. Back to Weeks. Weeks has it back in the corner, dumps it forward to Kerr. Kerr tries to get it back, but Thompson keeps it in nicely. And again, Thompson back at the point. Quick shot, goes wide. Two players are getting tangled up there. It was between Hollier and Mawson. We've got a penalty coming against the Wakatipu. It's going to be against Hollier. 2 minutes for high stick. Yeah, that's a little bit frustrating because it looked like the Dunedin player was very slickly holding on to the stick. I don't know if initially there was a hooking, but the official was right in front of it and called a high stick against Hollier. 14:22 of the second period. Dunedin's going to have a 2-minute advantage. Wakatipu wins the face-off, is able to shoot it down the ice. Thompson will be in pursuit for Dunedin. And pressure on by Nelson. Over to Tuig. Tuig's going to dig it out of the corner. Circles around the top, dumps it back to, but unable to connect with Nelson. Now this is going to be icing against Dunedin. Wow. Unfortunate play there, but so the Wild will do a change their defense to Figgins and Orr, and Pedrosa and Mills are in. They win the face-off, back to Figgins, top of the slot. She gets a shot away. Mills is going to dig it out of the corner. Dumps it backwards, hits the official. Pedrosa keeps the pressure on. Back to Orr, gets a quick one-timer right at goal. Bick was better. Out to Lilly. Overshot. Figgins has it now. 24 is going to take it in. Oh, Pedrosa's a big swing, and now she gets one off to Mills. With 55 seconds left on the power play to Dunedin. They bring it out of their own zone. Lilly skates it all the way across. Oh, she tripped. Went into the boards pretty hard, but she's getting up. So Dunedin back to the point, knocked down nicely by Nelson. Dumped behind the net. Number 2 will be in pursuit. Weeks has it back to the point and unable to keep it in. That is going to be a delayed offside. Now they're clear. Dunedin, good stick work there. Top of the slot's going to get a shot. Gets knocked down, goes wide. 2 brings it behind the net. Ends wrapped around the boards, but Dunedin picks it up. Drops it off to the point. Kick back to Nelson. Now Dunedin has it. Centering pass. Bounced off the pads, going to get a quick shot here. Knocked down by the defense. And Figgins tries to kick it back. Now Tuig is able to get it, and Pedrosa has Nelson cross ice, and a beautiful breakup by the defenseman of Dunedin. Nelson's shot goes wide. Again, good stick checking by Dunedin. And now they wrap it backwards around the wheel, and it will get out into neutral ice. Helmrich will pick it up just below us, dumps it back forward, and the penalty is over. Now Henderson against Helmrich. Helmrich bangs it back. Now it goes into the zone. Pedrosa kicks it out to, now Kerr tries it too far for him. Dunedin picks it up, takes it into the zone, drops it off to 28. Too far. They kick it out nicely here. A little bit too far. 16 will be in pursuit. That's Keenan. Now Weeks will have it down the side of the circle, unable to hold on to it. Strain has a cross ice to. Quick shot was from the side. I didn't see the number. And now it wraps behind the boards. Kerr's putting pressure on. Weeks knocks it back behind the net. Dunedin struggling a little bit here, but it's broken play. And Kerr does a nice job with Weeks. Drops it off back to Kerr. Kerr does a cross ice, but can't keep it in the zone. It's kicked out from Helmrich into the bench area. We'll get a face-off in neutral ice. So it's 4-0 Wakatipu Wild over the Dunedin Thunder women. 10:33 left in the second period. Weeks wins the face-off, back to Boniface. Boniface tries to dump it forward. Kerr takes it into the zone, side of the circle. Overskates the puck. And Dunedin comes away with it, number 4, but now Weeks, good hustle, gets in there, gets the puck, but now leaves it off. Centering pass, nobody there. And Dunedin's going to skate it out. Lilly kicks it up the side to Healy. Healy gets a backhander away. They big slide into the boards, kicked back into neutral ice. Lilly will gather it. And this could be icing, as she tried to pass it to her teammate, but was on her own side of the red line. It went too far, was untouched, went behind the goal line. So it's going to be icing, face-off deep in Dunedin territory. Tuig will be taking the face-off versus Hayward for Dunedin. Wakatipu wins, dumps it behind the net. Tuig will have it behind the net. She tries a wraparound. Good defensive play there by the goalie. She saw it coming, prevented it. This could be icing again. Yep. Sadly icing. The Dunedin players need the exchange. We are in the second period, so you do play the opposite side. It can be very hard, especially for defensemen, to get a break. And as the players were trying to get there, this was another icing. So there's going to be some tired players out there for Dunedin. So Wakatipu wins, quick shot from the top of the circle. A good save. Tuig has it, centering pass. Nelson unable to get it. Tuig gets it back. She dumps it back to Nelson. They're cycling nicely. Nelson top of the circle, quick shot, blocked by the goalie, kicked out. Nelson gets her own rebound. Orr's going to try and get in there quick. She dumps it forward. And they're unable to keep it in the zone. Dunedin did a nice job there to get it out. And Nelson will have it at center ice. Goes back into her own zone to regroup, up to Tuig. Tuig gets around one player, maybe a bit too far. Litton has it, side of the circle. She takes it down behind the goal line. Ryle has it now. Ryle centering pass, nobody there. Healy has it. Good shot on goal. Laid in front. They're going to get a rebound here. And that puck was bouncing around in front of Wickman. And she was finally able to come up with it. I thought, yeah, Dunedin had a couple beautiful opportunities there. I actually thought they were going to get one in. So we're in the second period, 8:33 left. Wakatipu Wild lead 4-0. Face off deep in the Wakatipu zone. And Dunedin wins the face off. Behind the net, centering pass, knocked down. Kept in at the blue line, quick shot, nothing on it. And Pedrosa kicks it out to Strain. Strain tries to take it in. Here's Bennett. Bennett's going to get an opportunity, but wasn't able to pull the trigger. Weeks putting pressure on, good stick check. Dunedin will regroup, come from behind their own net. Let's go. Ooh, Strain had an opportunity to keep it in. Now it's kicked forward. We're going to get a tripping penalty against the Wild, it looks like. So Dunedin's going to have it. Oh, and they just dumped it forward. I don't know if all the players realized there was going to be a power play coming up. They might have played that a bit differently. Looks like there's going to be tripping. Helmrich's going to be going in. No, not Helmrich. .36 looks like Polly Bennett is going to be going in 2 minutes for tripping. At 7:29 of the second period, Dunedin's going to have a beautiful opportunity here. So Wakatipu, well, it looks like they won it, but Dunedin got on the puck now. It's just inside of the net. Unable, Nelson now picks it up side of the circle. She's going to dump it down the length of the rink. Tui taking big strides, getting over there to keep the pressure on. Now Henderson has it with Nelson and Anderson fighting for it. Nelson now has it. Tui breaking to the left. Nelson to the right. Unable to get a pass across to her. Dunedin players are on top of her and they kick it into neutral. Good job there by 24 Healy, but breaks back around back to Lily. Lily tried to pass to Hayward, intercepted by Tuig. Tuig gets past, unable to pull the trigger on it. The goalie lost the stick when they went across the goal. Now we have Vernal going in, drops it behind the boards, kept in. Nelson now Tuig dumps it to center ice. Intercepted the pass. She has Pedrosa. This is dangerous. Quick shot. Good save. And Dunedin's able to clear it out. So they now have it behind their net. They're going to start out again with 25 seconds left on the power play. That was Healy to Vernal, now 24. Takes it in. Healy tries to bring it up the side of the net. Hayward cycling. I think number 9 has it, brings it behind the net. Turnaround shot. Nothing on it. Penalty's over. We're back to full strength. Goes back to the point to Healy. And Helmrook will start behind her net. Wraps it around. It gets picked up. 13 picks it up at the point. Harris dumps it behind the net to Sam. Weeks comes out. Unable to clear it. And it comes back to 12. He doesn't get a good shot away. This is going to be icing against the Wild. But because touched by the goalie, they've waved it off. So now Ryle's going to take it in, dumps it into the zone. Sam down on the other corner, picks it up behind the net, trying to kick it back. Tuig putting pressure on her. They keep it in the zone. Helmerson to Helmrich. Helmerson wraps it around the board. Card digs it out, opposite side circle. Kicks it forward to Kelly. Woo! Just had a puck whiz by our head. So we have 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild are leading 4-0. So Anderson's going to have the face-off. Wins the face-off, back to Lily. Lily dumps it into the zone. Orr's going to pursue it. Picks it up down in the corner, wraps it round the wheel. Intercepted by, I think, Anderson. Kick to the side of the net. Woo! Dangerous play there. Kick back out front. And Mallory Anderson was right there, poking at it, but Wickman was able to get a glove over it, get a stoppage of play. Now Anderson will be facing off against Nelson. And it's won by Nelson to Kemp. Kemp out to Tuig. Tuig has Nelson in the front, Kemp trailing on the slot. Nelson gets a nice shot away and a rebound, but Bick is able to cover it up to get a stoppage. 3:36 left in the second period. So a quick, Pedrosa won the face-off. Looked like it went back to Bennett. Bennett had a quick shot from the top of the circle, but Bick was able to grab it out of the air. He'll try it again. So Dunedin wins the face-off, dumps it back to the point. Hollier dumps it behind the net. Bennett's in pursuit down in the corner. She has Boniface back at the point. It goes to Wakatipu, unable to pull the trigger on a hard shot, and Dunedin's going to dump it into the neutral zone, back to Boniface. Boniface to Hayward. Hayward now dumps it forward to Healy. Boxed out nicely by Hollier. They both overskate it. And now they're digging for it, and Hollier comes out with it. Good cross-ice pass to Bennett, but broken up nicely by Harris, the defenseman for Dunedin. And we have a hand pass, I believe. So they're just having a discussion down there, Gigi and Nagy, the ref and the linesman. So they move it out to center ice because the hand pass was in the defensive zone. Weeks wins the face-off, kicks it forward, but Dunedin will get to it first. It's kicked along the side. Kerr's going to get there in the corner and fight for it. Weeks. And Mills in pursuit. They get it out to center ice. Into 26, Linton. Linton over to Ryle. Ryle back behind the net to Linton. Linton cross ice, top of the slot, but broken up nicely by Mills, but dumped back into the zone by Dunedin. They're going to take advantage, have a line change. That was tipped, it won't be icing. And Thompson goes, digs it behind the net. Over to Lilly. Lilly skates back across to Thompson. Thompson kicks it off the boards to Henderson, but then kept in by Nelson. Nelson skating around. Tuig's breaking toward the net. Backhander, beautiful backhand opportunity there, but goes wide. Now Kemp keeps it in. Tuig hit it. Looks like the nets will come off its. Yeah, it looks like the net come off its base, so they get a stoppage of play. With 1:15 left in the second period, Wakatipu Wild leading 4-0. They're going to move the face-off out. So Nelson against Anderson. Nelson wins the face-off, kicks it forward. Lilly has it, dumps it back into neutral zone, or kicks it forward. Nelson takes it in, side of the circle, slot, and goal! Just looked like an alley-oop. Just went over the shoulder of the goalie and dropped in. 1:01 left in the second period. I believe Nelson just got a hat trick with that goal. I believe that's her third goal of the game. So Nelson wins the face-off. Kicks it up to Tuig. Tuig unable to take it into the zone. Cross-ice pass to Hayward. Hayward takes it in, broken up by Figgins. Figgins unable to get it out. Vernal goes in, dumps it down to, I believe, Anderson. Now Nelson pulls it out, cross ice pass to Tuig, funny bounce off the boards, flips it forward for Weeks. Weeks in pursuit to Harris. Harris dumps it around the boards to Vernal, to Tuig. Tuig dumps it back into the zone with 18 seconds left in the period. Dunedin starts out from behind their own goal, taking it out. Hand pass there. Oh, not picked up. Dunedin now, Healy has it, gets around Hollier. They fight for it. Go into the boards, and that'll do it for the second period. So at the end of 2, Wakatipu Wild 5, Dunedin Thunder Women 0. So we just want to give a shout out now to the sponsors. So once again, for the Wakatipu Wild, the Queenstown Ice Arena. Remember, it's located in the Gardens. Golden Homes. Also, if any women in the Wakatipu area are looking for a new career, setting up pathways for women in the building industry. Queenstown Health. Little Flick Fireworks. Morrison's Irish Pub. The Locker Room Bar and Grill. Hotel Tahi Tattoo. Enigma Hockey. Then we have James Allen Photography, providing the women with the best ice hockey images in the league. Bunker Street Film Company, allowing for high quality streaming for the Wild and opposing teams using different angles, replays, top of the line equipment, and volunteering their time. So kudos to Bunker Street Film Company. Industrial Fitness, supporting the girls and providing full gym memberships for the team. Huge shout out to the coaching staff and the Queenstown Ice Hockey Club and all the volunteers that have helped make this weekend possible and all the weekends. Other mentions we have in the local paper, the Mountain Scene, More FM, Upholstery Workshop, Sign It Signs, and Shuffle Hub. So we're going to take a 5-minute break for 10 minutes, and we'll see you in 15. Alright, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. Players are taking the ice now. About to start the third period between the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Thunder women. Also want to give a shout out to Nick Hollier over in Wanaka. He's Caitlin's grandfather, and I'm told he's watching the game now, so give him a shout out. So remember, they're going to be playing again tomorrow night, Queenstown Ice Arena at 7 p.m. Two teams will face off again, so if you're in the basin, want some great entertainment, come on down to the game. There's a good crowd here. And we want to support the this league for the women, and hopefully it'll continue to grow. So referee Adam Nagy is about to drop the puck. And we have Bobby Weeks facing off against Mallory Anderson. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier kicks it forward to Hayes. Is that Hayes or Kerr? I believe the net's come off. It's Perch. So there's going to be a face-off deep in the Dunedin zone. So Weeks wins again, goes across ice. Boniface isn't able to get to it, but dumps it back into the zone. Good work by Carr over there in the corner, or Hayes, sorry. Now it is Carr. And now wrapped around, side of the net shot, goes around up to Hollier. Hollier overskates it, unable to keep it in the zone. Goes across ice to Boniface. She'll kick it into neutral, up to Mills. Mills has Carr trailing. Kept in nicely by Nelson. And Mills working nicely together there. Drops it off for Helmerson. She takes it down behind the net. So Wakatipu does a line change. It's a little bit broken up. Didn't have the support that they needed. Helmer kicks it back. 24 does a nice job. Healy getting it in. Had to wait for a player to clear. And then she falls down on the ice. And now Tuig will bring it from back her. Outlets to Nelson. Nelson across the red line. Has Carr cross ice. Short pass. Kicked out in front. Nobody there. And now Werner will bring it out into neutral. Good stick check by Tuig. And Nelson now working for it in the corner. Lily and Tuig. Tuig's able to knock it into the zone. And then Thompson takes it behind her own net. Dumps it back for Lily. Lily kicks it forward to Kemp. Kemp keeps it in. Goes right on goal with Nelson crashing the net. Unable to get there. And Bick ties it up for a face-off. With 17:54 left in the first period. Wakatipu Wild leading 5-0. Now we're going to have Pedrosa facing off against Linton. And Linton won the face-off. Now it kicks behind the net. Harris grabs it, kicks it out to Sam. Sam kicks it up, or keeps it in nicely. Dumps it behind the net. Healy's going to pick it up in the corner. And it's kicked out. Or will pick it up back at her own blue line. Kicks it up the side to Strange. Kicks off for her. and brought out. Number 9, Healy, drops a pass. Pedrosa kicks it into neutral ice. Harris kicks it forward. They've waved off icing. Hold on. Now it is icing. Okay. I saw the signal go up for icing, then it was waved off, and then they blew the whistle. So the officials now asking the Wild which side they'd like to face off on. That's a new rule that came in. For a penalty or for icing, you can pick which face-off circle you want. Wakatipu won it. Nelson has it down in the... No, that wasn't Nelson. Oh, we're just butchering these names at the moment, but we'll get there. So Dunedin does a nice job, dumps it into the Wakatipu zone. Hollier has it in the corner. She falls over. Weeks comes in, tries to backhand it out. Kicks it up to Mills. Mills cross ice. Pass, they're going to call icing, are they? Or offsides, I'm not sure. Not icing. Weeks wins the face-off. Back to Wickman. Wickman covers it with a glove, and we'll do it all again. So the Wild are going to take advantage of this and do a line change, and now Dunedin's going to do a line change. So 2 complete line changes. Be the first line of Wakatipu versus the second line of Dunedin. Nelson wins the face-off. Kemp up to Tuig. Tuig takes it into the zone. Around the side of the circle, dumps it back to Helmets. And now kicked forward. That's going to be a breakaway for Dunedin. Oh, it's good back checking, but there's going to be a penalty coming up now. They got to whistle this, and that's off the... Be interesting to see if they I'm not sure if it's going to be hooking or interference or so 2 minutes hooking to number 92. For the Wakatipu Wild. So Gracie Helmrich spent 2 minutes in the box. So Wakatipu win the face-off. Nelson back to Hollier, kicks it up to Nelson, and Nelson fires it down the ice. On goal. Tuig putting pressure on Lily. Lily able to come away with it. It's going to go behind her net. Stops with Tuig keeping pressure on. It's good to see. Long pass off down to Henderson. Tips off her stick. Hollier's able to get it. Kicks it down the side. Not far enough. Only into neutral ice. Healy backs it to Linton, but broken up nicely again by Hollier. And it's kicked forward. Dunedin will start in their own zone again. Broken up nicely. Riles digging in the corner. It's knocked around the wheel. It's going to go to Pedrosa. Pedrosa will get it out into neutral ice, which is good. Harris dumps it back in. And now it's kicked back to Harris at center ice. Kicks it across the side to number 9 crosses. Healy crosses. Comes back. Anderson now goes in, digs it out. Tries to bring it up in front of the net, but unsuccessful. Now Anderson kicks it, but Hollier's there, kicks it up the side. Good job by Healy keeping it in the zone, but Pedrosa keeping pressure on her. And nice job there by Figgins. Trying to get it out. They're going to call offsides, I believe, against Dunedin. So we're going to have Weeks, Carr. Orr and Helmerson. At all. I believe that hit a player on the bench, on the Wakatipu Wild's bench. I believe it hit one of their hands that was up on the surface, so they got a stoppage of play at neutral ice. So Hayward is going to go against Weeks in this face-off. Hayward wins it. And that was kicked back by Healy. Now intercepted by Carr. Carr's going to go in from the side, tries a backhander, can't get it. And now 11, Hayward pulls it behind the net. Kicks it over to Lilly. Lilly, beautiful cross-ice pass, just a little bit too far, and this will be icing. That was a good intention there. She had an open player on Kate Vernal, but our pass was just a little bit too far for her. And so there's going to be a face-off back in the Dunedin end with 13:33 left in the third period. Wakatipu Wild leading 5-0. Bit of a battle. Dunedin wins it, gets it to center ice. Boniface trips, overskated. Overskated by Healy, Caitlin Healy. Delayed offsides here. They clear the zone. Linton now chases her own pass. To Hollier, wraps it. Funny bounce off the boards, but able to recover out to Tuig. Oh, overskated it. Kicked forward. Nelson overskates it. Healy's going to take it up as he's captain into the zone. Top of the slot, broken up nicely. Stick check by Hollier. Comes around, Sam digs it down, going into the corner with Caitlin Hollier. Hollier comes out with it. But now I think it was Ryle that went in. Got that, too. He tries to come out. Nelson now dumps it into the zone. And Wakatipu is going to have a line change. Hayes keeping pressure on. But Dunedin able to clear it. Now Dunedin will get a partial line change. So Wakatipu bring it around from behind their own net. Centering pass goes wide. This could be icing. And it will be. Oh, Pedrosa took a funny spill. She's struggling to get up at center ice. Looks to be in a bit of pain. Let's hope she's okay. Not sure if it's her knee or ankle or hip. Good to get the instant replay on that one if we could. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Back to Keenan. Shot. Oh, Wickman didn't look like she didn't see it till the last minute. Hit her right in the breadbasket. She was able to drop on it and get a stoppage of play. So Anderson was coming off. She's going to stay out there now. With Bermudez, Keenan, Mawson. And Dunedin wins it, but can't hold it at the point. Bennett outlets it to Strain. Overskated. Bermudez takes it behind her own net. Kicks it forward, back to Helmerson. Quick shot. Rebound by Carr. Helmerson had a quick shot one-timer, and then Carr was able to keep pressure on. And both teams will have complete line changes. So Dunedin won the face-off. They're able to clear it out of the zone. Healy in pursuit, but Figgins does a nice job. Figgins, I believe, came from a figure skating background, so she had quite a bit of speed there. Shot just went wide. Now Lily has it down in the corner, dumps it back behind to Werner. Kick back, Figgins unable to get control of it. Now Hayward skating it around. Now Dunedin is going to get a quick shot here. And right in the breadbasket, and Wickman's able to control it. And we're going to get a stoppage of play. 11:10 left in the third period. Wakatipu Wild still leading 5-0. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Kick behind their own boards. Tuig takes it. Able to get it in the neutral ice. Back to Harris. Harris picks it up. Cross-ice pass. Up to Ryle. Ryle kicks it into the zone nicely. Has Sam crashing, but Sam puts pressure on it. Wraps around the boards. And then Hollier takes it out. Good pressure on her. Healy's able to break it up. Hollier dumps it back into the zone. Now it's kicked back. This could be icing. And it will be against Dunedin. So it'll be Tuig versus Linton in the face-off. Linton wins the face-off. Back to Helmrichsen. Shot right on goal. And Bick is able to smother it. We'll have a stoppage of play. Do it again, but at least Dunedin gets to take advantage of the break and get a complete line change. Get some tired players off the ice. Now it's Anderson versus Tuig. Tuig wins it, but the Wild's unable to keep it in the zone. Nelson regathers at center ice. Oh, miscommunication there. Nelson's now picks it up from her own zone, takes it across into the slot, circles back. It's going to get a shot from the top of the slot. Quick shot and a goal! Nelson. Beautiful shot, took it into the zone, was able to circle back, went to the top of the slot, picked the top shelf, and put it in. 10 minutes, 11 seconds left. I believe that was Nelson's fourth goal of the evening, and Wakatipu Wild leads 6-0. So Bennett wins the face-off, kicks it forward, back to Lily. Hayes putting pressure on. Dunedin gets it back into the zone. Orr's going to take it behind her own net. Vernal was putting pressure on. Strain has it, kicks it forward to Bennett. Kicked back forward, now broken up nicely. I believe that was Orr that broke that up. Now Hayward's going to have it. She's going to skate around. Takes it into the zone. Good pressure on by Orr. Kicks it forward to Figgins. Figgins overskates it. Nice job, I believe, by Heel. Here, backhander and a goal! Number 24, Caitlin Healy. Good skills, good skills. Able to get a rebound and kick it just into the side. Past Jordan Wickman, and the Lady Thunder get on the board. Six to 1. I believe there was an offsides call there. So Weeks will be going up against Linton. Face off. And Wakatipu came away with it. Kerr takes it. And keep it in the zone. Now Dunedin's able to get it out. Sam's on pursuit of that. Ryle kicks it into the zone. And Hollier now skates it in the corner. 2 Dunedin players on her. Weeks comes in, digs it out, kicks it up to Mills. Good hustle by Dunedin. They're putting the pressure on now. They got a goal. They got excited. Healy dumps it in. It's good to see. Motivation. I believe that's kicked too far. Looks like we're going to have icing. Yeah, Boniface just kicked it a little bit too far forward. So Kerr, Weeks, Mills. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Brings it back. Going to get a shot by the circle. No, broken up. Mills kicks it down ice. And blocked out by Mawson. Good work using her body. Nelson kicks it forward. Mawson again kicks it into neutral ice. And again kicks it off the boards, but now Kemp has it. Anderson grabs it. Anderson's going to take it into the zone. Helmrich gets there first, tries to kick it around the wheel, can't get it there. Kicked in front of the net. And Henderson in the corner for Dunedin, but kicks it around the boards. And then Anderson kicks it down back into their own zone. Dunedin has a partial line change, intercepted nicely by Tuig. Tries to skate around Thompson, isn't able. Kicks out in front and Bick is able to stop it. We're going to have Haywood for Dunedin and Bennett's for the Wakatipu. And Haywood wins. Lilly kicks it around the wheel. Over to Healy. Healy cross ice pass. Picked up by Vernal. She takes it down behind the goal line. And this one's kicked back. It's not going to have enough legs to get on the to get an icing. And now Healy takes it into the zone. Side of the circle, drops it back for Lilly. Lilly's going to get a quick shot here. Ooh, good kick save by Wickman. Lilly, though, digs it out of the corner. It's a good fight there with that strain, and this could be icing. Yes, it will be. Dunedin wins the face-off. Quick shot right at Jordan. Hits her in the chest, drops down to the ground, and she's able to get her glove over it for a stoppage. So we're in the third period. 6:26 left in the game. Wakatipu Wild leading 6-1. Dunedin come away with the puck, kick it back to the point. Quick shot, right on. Jordan's able to smother it. Kicked out the side. Kerr's going to take it up. Now Mills comes away with it. She's got Weeks breaking on the net, takes it around behind the net. Weeks turns around, kicks it back to Hollier, who misses the puck. And now we've got a foot race. We got Ryle with Healy in the front, trying to get it across. Oh, unable to pull the trigger. Had a wide open net. And now Tuig has it in her own zone. Has Weeks on the opposite side. Beautiful pass. Weeks is going to get too far, but cross ice pass, and Tui wasn't able to get to it. There wasn't enough support. Now right out in front, Tui gets a weak shot on it, slides into Adam Nagy, the referee, but Bick is able to stab it out of the air and bring us to a stoppage of play. Now Tui won the face-off. Back to Nelson. Top of the circle, was able to get a shot right into the breadbasket of Bick. She stops it, and we'll do it again. So we have Anderson versus Tui. Get the face-off. Back to Nelson. Top of the circle, Helmrich kicks it wide. Kemp picks it up. Down, Anderson pushes her off it. Tui has it, brings it across ice. Goalie kips it to the side. Helmerson pushes it back to Nelson, but overskated. Molson now is going to bring it down, but Nelson gets it back, kicks it back to Helmerson, and now weak shot, 28, was unable to pull the trigger on a hard shot. That was Mallory Anderson. Now it's kicked out. Now you have Nelson kicking up to Kemp. It's a 3-on-2. She splits the defenders. Beautiful save. Bick was able to come up big. Kemp did a great job of splitting the defenders. Got a good shot away. Bick had a great save. It's good. It's actually a very competitive game. I don't think the scoreboard accurately reflects how competitive this is. So Dunedin. The puck got kicked up into the Wakatipu Wild bench area. Dunedin had a good opportunity there, 2-on-1. Sorry, linesman Aaron Chisholm's going to drop the puck. Dunedin wins the face-off. Lilly dumps it into the zone. Werner's going to pursue it. Kicked around the boards. Unable to get it out. Dumped forward. Hayes is going to take it in. Tries to turn around, but taken off the puck nicely by Healy. And now Thompson, cross ice pass to nobody. Figgins has it back in her own zone. And is able to get it to Bennett nicely. She's going to get her own pass. She's pursued in there with Sam. There's going to be a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Polly Bennett. Looks like hooking. So with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third period, the Dunedin Thunder women are going to get a power play. Polly Bennett, 2 minutes for hooking. Dunedin wins the face-off. Bring it behind the net. Looking to set up the house. And it's broken up nicely by Mills. Kicks it down the ice. Bick kicks it back, and then it's kicked back in again by Mills. Dumped behind the net. Oh, Bobby Weeks intercepts it. Tries to bring it forward. Gets knocked down. And now Dunedin will bring it up. Linton just dumped it in, and Wakatipu's able to hit it all the way down the ice again. So I believe that's Harris with the puck, dumps it back to Healy. Healy kicks it forward, but Hollier intercepts it. Kemp's able to knock it into neutral. Harris will kick cross ice to Hayward. Hayward kicks it up to Healy. And Healy, oh, a beautiful one-timer. It didn't get proper stick on it. It just kind of floated in the air. Shame Lily has it center ice, cross ice to Healy. With 35 seconds left in the power play. Hayward in pursuit. Yeah, Dunedin hasn't been able to set up the house. They haven't been able to take it into the zone to get set, take advantage of the power play. Fan on it. Tuig intercepts the pass. Has Nelson out in front. Nelson backhander. And Bick grabs it out of the air for stoppage of play. It's good to see. A couple weeks ago, Lil Tuig had an injury, and I believe it was a collapsed lung. And she was just cleared earlier this week to play. And it looks good because her and Nelson seem to be starting to click again. Dunedin wins the face-off. And they're going to kick it out. Goes up to Mawson. Mawson cross center ice. Kicks it in. Anderson's pursuing it. The penalty is over. Kemp has come on for Bennett as she comes out of the box. Dunedin unable. Now we're going to have an offsides. Could be an intentional offsides. I'm not sure. Not, they just called a regular offsides, even though two players were in the zone. She took it in. Dunedin wins the face-off. Went back to Keenan. Keenan to Mawson. Mawson dumps it into the zone. Pursued by Helmrich. Helmrich takes it behind her own net. Pursued by Anderson. Tuig and Mawson having a battle for it just inside the blue line. And now Helmrich kicks it back around the wheel. Mawson dumps it back in. And now Nelson comes skating out with it. She's got Tuig and Kemp right in. Shot saved, went wide. Tuig doing a good job trying to dig it out of the corner, keeping the pressure on. Great to see these lady athletes really pushing it. Yes, Tuig has it down in the corner. She gets tripped. That's going to be a penalty. Let's see if Dunedin, yep, Wakatipu need to set this up. They dump it back behind the net. And Healy got it behind the red line, and there's going to be a 2-minute penalty, I believe, for tripping to number 28. For Dunedin, Mallory Anderson, 2 minutes for tripping with 26 seconds left in the third period. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier keeps it in. Weeks on the side of the circle, dumps it back to Hollier. Good pressure by Dunedin. Fans on the shot, and Dunedin is able to clear it out with 12 seconds left in the game. Wakatipu will start out from behind their own net, kick it forward, intercepted by Sam. Then Linton overshoots it. Hollier has it behind her own net, kicks it up the side. Weeks should tip it, and that'll do it. So, at the end of 3 periods, Wakatipu Wild have won 6-0. It was a well-played game by both sides. Looking forward to see Dunedin come back tomorrow night. I think the game was a wee bit closer than what the score actually showed. And we'd like to give another shout out to the Wakatipu Wild supporters. We'll run through them. Honorable mentions are Shuffle Hub, Sign It Signs, Upholstery Workshop out on Glenda Drive. Go and see Nate and Chris for all your upholstery needs. More FM radio station and the Mountain Sea newspaper. Also, we have Industrial Fitness. They give the girls full gym memberships for the entire team. Bunker Street Film Company. That are the guys bringing all the video to you across the country to let the NZWIHL be seen around the country and around the world. Shout out to all the fans and family members overseas. that are watching that. Also, James Allen Photography, providing the women with the best ice hockey images in the league. Enigma Hockey, providing sticks and equipment to the Wakatipu Wild. Otautahi Tattoo, they've been a fabulous fundraising opportunity for the Wild with their flash tattoo drive. Huge thanks to the team and Rua and Jeremy for donating their time. The Locker Room Bar and Grill, first-year team sponsor of the Wild. They have our jersey hanging in the rafters at the bar. Go check them out. Tell them the Wild sent you for some deals. Morrison's Irish Pub. It's a proud team and player sponsor. Great new tap lines have been put in this year, running amazing quiz and poker nights. Go check them out. So now we're doing the MVPs. So Mallory Anderson, number 28 for the Lady Thunder, gets the MVP. And Kelly Nelson gets it for the Wakatipu Wild. So we also have Little Flick Fireworks. So come time for Guy Fawkes, make sure you get up to Glenda Drive. Get the bad boy fireworks. Queenstown Health, looking after the girls for trainings, games, and on the road. Golden Homes, remember Golden Homes now has a program to get women into the building trade. And also, of course, the Queenstown Ice Arena in the Queenstown Gardens supports the girls by giving them memberships and sponsoring some after-game bevies. Also, big shout out to coaching staff of both sides, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club, and all the volunteers that have helped make this weekend and all the weekends possible. Also, if there's any Dunedin supporters out there, please try and get us some of your supporter information so we can give them a shout out in tomorrow night's broadcast. We'll be back here tomorrow night at the Queenstown Ice Arena, 7 p.m. puck drop. And again, the Lady Thunder will be taking on the Wakatipu Wild. So thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.